I've been triggered. ITVs Loose Women have triggered me. I feel like disemboweling myself right now. But instead of doing that, I've decided to make a part 2 to this Lewis Smith guilt-shaming saga. I am deeply offended. So let's rebut their arguments and call them some names.
What were you thinking, basically?
Do you know what? It was 5 o'clock in the morning. It was in a bar. It was from a very childish, silly thing that we were doing. We were singing Disney songs. We were singing Lion King. We were acting it out. We were singing Jungle Book. And then we went on to Aladdin. And I was like, we need a magic carpet. And my friend got one off the wall at the hotel. And then that's when things just went a bit too far.
They didn't go far enough, in my opinion.
Allahu Akbar. 6 o'clock, guys. 6 o'clock. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Right, you got the prayers now. Allahu Akbar. 60 virgins. In Allah salam alaikum la abdallah. Here, listen to me. Here.
You know, we kind of strayed off course on what we was doing on the evening. And that's, the actions that took place is what I'm
The
having to deal
problem
with
now,
now.
though, of course, social media, and you filmed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I filmed it on my friend's phone, and then we sent that into a group chat with people that I thought were friends, and then it ended up being sent to the Sun.
But listen, that behaviour might be acceptable in a drunken teenager, but you're not a teenager, are you?
So it's acceptable when you're 19 and drunk, but when you reach 20, that's not acceptable because more is expected of you by control freaks who have taken their experience on this spinning jewel hurtling through infinite space a bit too seriously. So your behaviour needs to be micromanaged by the language police.
How old are you?
I'm 27 years old.
Well, isn't that the behaviour of someone 10 or 15 years younger?
It's the behaviour of someone drunk and happy, having fun in a free country where you don't expect to be guilt-shamed for mocking silly ideas, you buck-toothed, cross-eyed dolt. Well, it were a different story last year for Janet Street Porter, the hypocrite who received over 600 messages of insults and people wishing she were dead after she posted this image on Twitter and said she'd just met a Nicola Sturgeon lookalike. And this is what Janet said to the press. "Luckily, I've got thick skin, but whatever happened to free speech?" Yes, Janet, you two-faced cowardly puddle of rat piss. Whatever happened to free speech? Double standards much?
Do you know what? Like, it's been such a crazy year, and I haven't really had a chance to act like an idiot after Rio Olympic Games. And it was a time when I was at my best friend's wedding. All my friends and family were there, and in a place where you think you're safe and you can perhaps be a bit of an idiot.
Can I just say, Lewis, I mean, we're not here to attack you.
Yes, you are. You're the media. It's what you do. You shame people and call them names because it's the last resort of a failed argument. You have no moral argument.
But what I will say, which I find quite disturbing about the video and just a bit strange.
I find your ignorance disturbing. You are the reason God gave us a middle finger.
Is you are mixed race, you're a person of colour yourself, so I know you've experienced racism yourself at some point.
Yeah,
I
sure.
have, and I know that you have.
Not racism. I made this argument in a previous video, and if I have to make it again, I think I'll get a nosebleed. Not a race. I am sick of Jews and Muslims being called a race. It's a religion, an idea. We've got black muzzies, white muzzies, yellow muzzies, Asian muzzies, Spanish muzzies, hot muzzies, cold muzzies, smelly muzzies.
We got white pussy, black pussy, Spanish pussy, yellow pussy, we got hot pussy, cold pussy, we got wet pussy, we got smelly pussy, we got hairy pussy, bloody pussy, we got snapping pussy, we got silk pussy, velvet pussy, nalga hide pussy, we even got horse pussy, dog pussy, chicken pussy, come on, you want pussy, come on in, pussy lovers.
Muslims aren't a race, you empty-headed idiots.
And it's one of the most painful things you can go through.
Because you can't change your skin colour, love, but you can change your beliefs, and that's the difference, you half-wit. You're as useless as rubber lips on a woodpecker. And if Muslims really believed in Allah's punishment in the afterlife, they wouldn't be so insecure and butthurt when their beliefs are mocked.
So I just find it bizarre. At what point would you think it was okay to do that?
He'd think it were okay because of something very British called freedom of expression. One of the most fundamental rights in a free society. Without it, we'd still be living under a priesthood with blasphemy laws and gallows in town square. Which I often wish we still had for some people.
Even if your friend pulled the mat off.
Well, I think it's important to know that
somebody who understands it.
what I did wasn't racist.
Well,
and
what
I'm not
was
condoning
it?
my actions. What I did was very offensive, and mocking Islam and the Muslim community is
Well, it's xenophobic
very
and
bad.
prejudice for
But
sure.
it's
Xenophobic. Xenophobia. Noun. Dislike of or prejudiced against people from other countries. It's a religion, you bitch-ass motherfucking cum junkie. I hate you. It's cunts like this that have made the word racist and xenophobic meaningless. They've lost their potency. So well done for making actual racism meaningless, you cunt.
It's certainly not racist, and like you said, like I've experienced racism myself. I've grown up in a very Caucasian council estate place when I was young,
Yeah.
and I was at the receiving end of racism, and it's something that I do not condone.
Well,
But you've had death threats as well, haven't you, Lou, as well?
To me, my family, to friends, anyone that's kind of been
But
linked to
obviously,
me.
I've known you now for 4 years. We've become really good friends here, and I know how you feel. And you spoke to me privately, and you are a good person. I can vouch for this guy. He's a good person.
Yeah, he's a good person, but really wet. Wet like a pussy.
But what I want to say to you as a friend as well as being on this show is, you mentioned this year, but in the 4 years, you had the Strictly, you had the Rio, you had the gorgeous girlfriend in the public eye. Do you think all this fame has a little bit gone to your head and you got wrapped up in it all?
Oh, fuck off. He hasn't done anything wrong. If I was him, I would reach over and grab your pussy. Give it a good twist.
If
I mean, I wouldn't say it's gone to my head. I mean, I'm just living my life.
Yeah.
But you're living your life in the public eye
yeah.
and you're posting stuff on social media.
Yeah, but even when I'm not living my life in the public eye, it finds its way into the public eye.
But
Things
you
that I
were
consider
that boy at the
to be
gym
private.
who trained all your life for that medal that you got, representing your country, and then all of a sudden you're all over the papers, and you are a role model in that sense.
He's a role model for British athletics, and the media have turned him into an example and blew this all out of proportion, so don't blame him when it's your lot plastering it all over TV and newspapers, you simple-minded salad-dodging wazzock.
And that's why I'm so ashamed of my own actions.
Yeah.
Because...
So you are ashamed of the video?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
What has I know you're so close to your mum.
Yeah.
How's your mum been about it? What she said?
It's difficult because, like, I look up to my mum. She's done such a...
And she did a great job with you.
She's done a great job, has she? After you've just called him a stupid, childish, racist xenophobe, you twat.
And, we do expect sportsmen are here representing, the Olympics, representing the country. We do expect a certain kind of behaviour from them.
Well, stop expecting it then. Do we expect it from footballers? Yeah, we do. Do we expect it from general population? Yeah, we do. But you're an athlete. Your human rights are limited when you're an athlete. Don't you expect a certain type of behaviour from Muslims? Or the ones that sent death threats to him? You won't call them childish and guilt shame them, will you? You whining, cross-eyed weasel. Whatever happened to free speech, eh, Janet? Knobhead.
I mean, what would you say now about that?
I did shake his hand.
You did?
And it wasn't shown because they went back to the Russian guy who was competing.
Yeah.
And I did shake his hand.
So
And it's interesting because the lead up into me coming here, all the articles were from the same newspaper.
Yeah.
That article was from the same newspaper. And the editor of the showbiz section at The Sun has just released another statement saying, Lewis asked for copyright approval, so that's why we didn't do the interview with The Sun. So like, there is a bit of a vendetta going on, but I did talk to Max, and I did congratulate him and his coach.
But they're saying, because of what's happened, that this could impact your career and that you may not be able to compete again.
I know.
He may not compete again. This is absolutely frightening. Threats. and being made an example of to send a message out to anyone who dares exercise their common law rights to mock people's ideas.
So what are you going to do to solve this?
I mean, in terms of that aspect, I mean, there isn't much I can do. I mean, what I want to do is to reach out to people that have reached out to me. You know, I've had so many messages on Facebook, whether it's been from local, from the Muslim community, national.
Do you want to apologise to the Muslim community?
Don't you cunts want to apologise to the millions of slaughtered peasants and serfs, middle and working class heroes that carved out a free and secular society? After you've just dishonoured their achievements, you manky sack of puss.
I do, yeah. I mean, I've done
well,
that, and I want to try and rebuild the respect and the trust, because so many people said, you know, we looked up to you and we've supported your
All
career.
the kids that have followed you.
Yeah.
all the
Well,
time.
Lewis,
Yeah.
can I just say, I want to thank you for coming on
Very
today.
brave.
It's really great.
Thank you for having me.
Whoa there. Why are you all clapping a stupid, racist, xenophobic Muslim hater who's brought shame and embarrassment onto the whole country, you hypocrites?
I've got boys your age and they do things that I go, you know, that was ridiculous. It's all a learning curve. I wish you well, you know.
Thank you.
And
I just want to say that my actions, like...
Thank
I know
you,
how bad they
Lewis
were.
Smith.
What a disgusting bucket of maggot sick. Where have all the men gone? What's going on? Stupid women defending Islam, a religion that still treats women like dogs in most Islamic countries. Loose women are stoned to death in Islamic countries. Goodbye.